This time on Godspeed, it's a winter drive of our 60 Merc. This is Whitey, original name for white truck. It's my 1960 Mercury M100. It's the same as the Ford, except it says Mercury. See, right there? You got a nice big M in case you forgot that Mercury starts with an M. I went with my dad. I was 10 years old when he bought this truck. And apparently I said that I was going to fix it up someday. That's what my mom told me anyway. Back when I was a kid, this is one of the trucks I learned to drive on. Back when it was still the old 223 with the 3 on the tree. My dad taught me how to drive this truck. And we were out in the field, in a summer fall fields. It was really loose. And so I thought I was in low gear. It turned out I was in high gear. And so I let the clutch out really slow and it would kill it. So I revved it higher and higher and I kept revving it out. And pretty soon I could smell this funny smell. Then Dad comes whipping over the hill in his truck. And he's all mad, and he says, "You got it in high gear." So he takes his pocket knife out, and right here, reverse, 1, 2, 3, neutral. I've never forgotten how to shift a 3 on the tree ever since. I don't know if I've ever really shifted a 3 on the tree since then, probably. So later on, my buddy and I, we were building mud trucks at the time. And so I thought, no, I got to build something to drive on the roads. So I was going to fix up my 56, and then I decided, I changed my mind. I thought, I've never done a front suspension swap on a truck before. What if I butcher it? So I decided to do this one instead. These were single I-beam with just leaves. See, when you do Volare front flip swap, then you get power steering and power disc brakes and independent A-arm torsion bar suspension that you can just layer right down on the ground because they're adjustable. Just to get it so that everything fit right, I had to lower the rad way down. We had to build a skid plate in the front because it sits below the front bumper. So I didn't want it getting smoked. The motor sits way down in there.
You need a tunnel ram for this, actually.
Yeah, you can put a tunnel ram in and your velocity stacks would come to here and you'd
If we get 100,000 likes on this video, we'll buy a tunnel ram and put it
That's
in there.
right. This is a vacuum wiper motor, which is really cool as long as it's not raining. Because the trouble with vacuum wipers is that when your motor is idling and putting out lots of vacuum, they go really fast. But once you kick on her, then they pretty well stop. So if you're going down a gravel road and there's a puddle and you goose on it to get through the puddle so you don't get stuck, the wipers stop. Not a good option when it's wet. And when I go to town, people stop and look and say, "That's a cool truck, man." And I was looking around for a 302 to put in it, and I couldn't find one at the time. So, hey, there was a 318 in the car that we took the front clip off of. It already had the motor mounts on it, so we stuffed it in there and built the tranny cross member, and away we went. Put the tilt column in it, and the tilt column worked up until a year ago or so, and it quit. So if you have a big turkey dinner, it's kind of hard to get in behind the wheel now, so it's permanently in the down position. Drove it for 6 years. When my pretty wife and I first got married, I thought the tranny was going on it, so I parked it in the barn till later. And until later turned into 16 years. And then when your kids grow up and say, "Hey, Dad, we should drag that truck out of the barn." Well, then I guess it's time to drag it out. It turned out it was just the tranny line was rubbed through and we put a piece of rubber on it, filled it up with oil, and away she went again. Yeah, it's my grease wagon. It's got a slip tank in it for the diesel fuel for the tractors and whatever else you got to haul with it. Well, are we going to get the mail? Sure.
See if it'll get itself out of here.
Oh, it'll get out. It'll get out.
Do you feel like demonstrating the one downside of the truck, the knee knocker?
This body style is 1957 to 1960. And the 50s were all about the wraparound windshield. Looks cool, really cool. Till you open the door, you see how the A-pillar comes woohoo like this. So as you get in the truck, you come in and your knee, if you're real quick, you say some words you didn't learn in Sunday school, I'll tell you what. Oh, there's gas in there. Yeah, we got lots of gas in there.
Is there any in your tank, though?
Oh, it's covered in snow. I don't want to dig down there.
Look at that. He got in on his own that time.
Wow, it's amazing. This is called trying to get your dog to get in the truck so he doesn't get run over while you're trying to make the shot. There's excitement for you. Trying to catch your husky.
In the truck. Get in the truck.
Get in the truck.
Get in there. You want a glove? You want a glove? All right, dog. Scooch over, boy.
All righty, let's go get some mail.
Shoot. Oh, no, we're good. I got a mail key. Look it up.
Got a mail key? Is it for the current mailbox?
Yes, it is.
Okay. It is
tad loud in this truck.
What? I can't hear you over the loudness. Yeah. You got no headliner and
No
stuff like
headliner.
that. Yeah, it's kind of
Minimal
like
floor mats.
sitting inside of a bell.
Kinda.
Ready to run this $90 million truck. Would help.
Nope, he's gonna go. We're gonna stay.
You gotta stay. You gotta stay.
It's an echo chamber in here and you're loud. If you were a little calmer, we could get some cool shots of us ripping away from the mailbox, but I don't think you're gonna let that happen, are you?
We need a crew cab to bring dogs along, I think.
Canada Post gave you something?
They are back at work. How dare you say anything bad about Canada Post?
I love me some Crown Corporations, comrade.
I love Canada Post. They've been with us low these many a year.
They didn't really want to do Trudeau's gun grab.
But hey, it's a happy time now. Mr. Trudeau has stepped down and life, it can't help but be better.
I can't believe that you and I drove like this with this dog and this truck all the way to Regina.
He was littler that
He was a little bit littler.
I don't like the vet very much.
Some DQ and he ate it with us in the truck and he was good about that.
He didn't eat us.
He didn't eat us. Still have all my fingers.
That's right. Set that loud fan off. Holy
That's a very loud fan.
Let's see if the dome light works. Oh, look at that. Ooh, I love it. Let's see if the horn works. Come on, horn. Dang it.
Oh,
Working
you're...
before.
Hey, there you go.
There we go.
Nice.
Now everybody said, what are you honking us? Coming out now.
Can't wait to get out of here. These are the only Fords, or in this case Merc, that have dual headlights.
Been only for 3 years out of the body top. 57s had singles. And you used to buy these for $5 in any hardware store in the whole country.
So I know what you guys are thinking. We should really fix this lifter tick on this old 318 and get it running right again. But it already runs, we can enjoy it as is, and you really shouldn't tear apart a running truck.
That's right, because if you tear apart a running truck, then it sits for like 4 years and then until before you ever get back to it. So unless you have a rebuilt 318 and you can just stab it in there in a couple hours and get it going again, you don't touch it. What you do is you go around back and you find the next project and you work on that one instead. Snowing about stupid snow. We're going to put the big back window cab on the short box, so we'll have a short box, big back window. This Ford is also a 60. This one has a nice chrome grille in it. From the great state of North Dakota. Smuggled that back across the border back in the good old days, man, I tell you what.
You may be surprised to find out we have more than one of these trucks with a Chrysler engine in it.
There's our early Hemi. It's a 354. It's a huge motor. Look at how wide that sucker is, but it still fits in there.
I think it's 56 or maybe 57, but
Whatever it is, it's a 354 Chrysler anyway. This one came out of a Dodge, but we have a Fargo Hemi. That's cool too. This is the joys of winter right here. Anybody who likes winter is mistaken. Ta-da.
When we get the big YouTube money rolling in, then we're buying an adapter plate and putting that in a hot rod.
Big shout out, thank you to our neighbor and friend Ron for giving us his Hemi.
Yep.
You know you got good neighbors when, man. Someday we're gonna get running. We'll take Ron for a drive.
you can't even hardly see the shadow that far.
You can see the O.
Yep.
Hey, we finally found a Merc tailgate that our buddy Trent gave us. Thanks, Trent. That was really cool. It's slightly rusted out, and we need to do some work on the ends. It's not actually installed yet, but we just threw some zip ties on, so it makes it looks like it's installed.
So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show, and until next time, Godspeed.
Godspeed.